All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. We got Straightway Live here just for a second. Um, we're going to give y'all a few seconds to go ahead and come on in here just for a second because we know there's such a delay. And in this, I'm not going to be on here making a 3, 4, 5 hour rebut or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and put out some facts here just for a second. Woo! All right. Gotta get rid of that. Had to cut that off. But anyway, glory to the King. Glad that y'all here. Glad that y'all here. Glad that y'all here. Glad that y'all here. I got a few Israelites. Shalom, 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 Israel. PastorDowell here. Glory to the King. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right. All right. Well, first of all, there's a lot of things we could do. Shalom, everybody. The way that people think that we ought to do them. And it just doesn't happen that way. However, let me make a statement right here. Over and over and over again. I'm sure y'all know that we got a debate scheduled with Yaki and them, and they're on there right now in their feelings. Telling people over and over again how that they've done all this. He's healed a lot of people using herbs. Now let me tell y'all something. Straightway, I think Pastor Cora is the one who introduced us to Yaki by way of a sister. All right, and straightway, we have been living set apart for 30 years, almost 30 years. We just didn't come into the knowledge of herbs or something like that. But when somebody has a good product, we use it. The only difference is that when we find out that someone has gone off and went left field, then we have to call that out as well. Now, Yaki and Malachi did put out openly that they would debate anyone on these subjects that they speak about. And myself and Teacher Eric, we're just going to flat out bring out the truth when it's time for the debate to come. That's what we're going to do. I'm not going to speak much more on this at all because there's no need to. We'll let our mouth do the talking at the debate. There's enough information out there, and we're going to let Yah's and Yah's word only do the reigning. Now, just because someone brings forth something, that does not mean it's coming from credible sources. It doesn't mean that way. And just because someone is speaking, that doesn't mean that they're putting things in the proper order and context. That's the reason why we have video out here. Now, equally, I guess if we're going to be saying this and saying that, I mean, after all, I guess you could say we taught deliverance to them, but there's no need in saying that. The bottom line is only one healer in the universe, and there's only one deliverer in the universe. That's it. And that's the Most High himself. And beside him, there is no other. There's no other gods. There may be these mighty ones that want to pretend and play God, but they ain't. And so what's happening is that they ended up putting out something. I don't have no smoke or anything against Yaki. I don't. Or I could just call him Hickman. I think that's his last name, Hickman. If you want to make it personal, it's fine with me. We can go personal. But we've got to understand that anytime somebody, especially when Straightway, has been supporting a particular ministry, or even if it's a particular company, we find out that people going off and all this other stuff, we've got to disown. We've got to take away. We've got to move on. We can't sit up here and have all this. It's Satanism. That's all there is to it. People can justify all they want, and he can give you, and anybody can give you all types of responses to whatever he says. Now, the only videos that I've watched of Yaqui has been the last maybe 2 or 3, and then most of that, I can't sit there for 3 or 4 hours and listen to people bump their gums and flap their lips. I'm just too busy of a man. I'm just way too busy of a man. And then all you have to do is look at YouTube. I'm building Israel. I'm building the ministries of Straightway. I just simply don't have time to get out there and do all that. But Yaqui and Malachi should be thankful that I'm actually even entertaining their debate challenge. And this is the way they put out the challenge. They begin to speak about what they believe to be the dietary law. And then they said, we'll debate anybody on this subject. Now, no, did he personally come to me? No, but I just had anybody just happened to be a broad brush, meaning anybody. And I just happened to be somebody. And so myself and teacher Eric, we're going to take them up on that challenge. So what we need to do now is we need to actually lock down, and we need to come to some type of agreement on what subjects is going to be discussed, what subject is going to be debated. I'm happy. I'm more than happy. I'm happy that you are going to pay for the venue. We'll do what we can to make sure we set everything up, and we'll bring it close to your backyard, so that way your people can travel, so that they don't be left out. Because Straightway, we travel hard everywhere. And so I think personally that this will be a very, very good debate and discussion, because what it's going to do is bring out information. So when I look over at Yaqui and I look over Malachi, I personally don't have any issue with them at all. I do have an issue with their teachings. And I believe that they are doctrines of devils. And since I believe that his teachings are associated with doctrines of devils, then I'm going to show you the reason why I believe that they're doctrines of devils. And like I said, I'm a pastor here, and I'm not promoting, no herbs or anything like that, because we have herbalists in the ministry. I mean, just because we're supporting people in many different venues, not just this one, that doesn't mean that we agree with your teachings or your doctrines or everything that you do, because what Yaqui was doing, what you was doing is 1 minute you're speaking about a business, and now you're trying to fuse together your business with so-called alleged biblical doctrine, and they're not jiving. The truth is not jiving. Now you're trying to make it fit, but it ain't fitting. And so here I am, and here I'm going to be. Now, as far as determination when the debate is going to be, if I said up to a year, could be a year, within a year, up to a year. And you know the reason why. All you got to do is go back and look at my videos. I am not about to cancel that big old calendar I got sitting right there, to where I'm going to be in different states building homes with his hands right here, building communities with his hands. I'm not about to cancel all these meetings where people who have been waiting on me in these particular meetings, these different settings and stuff for a long, long time. He's very fortunate I'm actually mentioned within a year. Within a year. I am an extremely busy man. And everything that I do, it goes to the work of the ministry. I don't have my own lands. I don't own my own vehicles. I don't own just stuff for my own self. I'm not amassing wealth for my own self. Everything I do is for Israel. I mean, the real question is if we have all this knowledge, then why are we not living on communities like Israelites, like we're supposed to be? I can go on and on and on. We can always do that, but let's just stay the course and let's be mature about this, which makes no difference to me, because like I said, this will be my last response on this. They can make all the videos they want from there. We'll see about going forward from there. But I think the trouble is that when you put yourself out there and say that you'll debate anybody, and then someone brings the call, why all of a sudden is it? What's wrong with it now? I don't understand what's wrong with it. Y'all know me, I call names. People like calling my names, I call names. And when I call names, I tell you the reason why I call names. Now, Judas, he was a disciple of Messiah. And yeah, he walked with Yahshua. And then Yahshua said, yet but one of you have a devil. And it just happened to be Judas, didn't it? And so for 3 years, Judas walked with Messiah. And it was exposed at the end that he was a devil. There have been all types of people throughout the Bible. Demas, having forsaken me, loving his present evil world. Hymenaeus and Philetus. I mean, I can go on. Diopetres, who love to have the preeminence. We can go on and on as far as that go. But the bottom line is that there's a lot of satanic paganism that is mixed in with this so-called Hebrew Israelite doctrine. And it's not Hebraic doctrine by any way, shape, fashion, or form. And I can say he should be fortunate that I'm entertaining him in this matter. Extremely fortunate. Because I usually will not debate anyone unless they have a large congregation with a lot of followers that are established and meeting on Shabbats, unless you are a theologian and you have a history of debate behind you. I mean, whenever I have a lot of people in the ministry asking a lot of questions about a lot of stuff, and that just something pertaining to this as the leader of this ministry, if I open up the door to his particular business on herbs, I can also shut the door. And that's what Straightway has done. We have shut the door. Period. Nothing wrong with that. Life still goes on. Life still goes on. But in this matter, the whole purpose, I already know. When we come for debate, when we meet for debate, there's still, at the end of the day, going to be people that is going to continue to keep believing what you say, no matter what. And when I get finished, people still going to believe what I say, no matter what. I want to put this statement in here. I hope that they would believe the sources and facts that come from the Most High himself, the law, and the prophets. Because remember, according to Isaiah, if they don't speak according to this word, it's because there's no light. So when you start drawing from Eastern mysticism, when you start drawing from, and it is the truth, Hinduism, Buddhism, and you have all these different Eastern religions that do the exact same thing, or let's say you do the exact same thing that they do, and then you trying to mesh it all together and say because it's from the East that it's all right. No, that is the stuff that ended up getting Israel in the trouble that they're in. That is the stuff right there. And so right now I'm looking for a moderator that we can agree on. It makes no difference to me. The only thing the moderator basically going to do is just keep time and make sure that the debates stay in order, which I don't think that we should have any trouble with that at all. And so you get to have your say, you get to say your say, and we get to say our say. And then those who have the ears to hear, they will hear. Now, it's no secret that PastorDowell is full of the power of Yah. If he equally say he has healed a lot of people, and he hasn't, the Bible says that the herb of the field is for the service of man. We don't get no credit and accolades for it, just like if I lay hands on the sick. That's the power of Yah that is actually working through me as a willing vessel, but the power originates from him. It comes from him. So just because I cast out devils and because I lay hands on the sick and because a few people that I have actually commanded and laid hands on, they come back from the dead, I don't get no accolades for that. That's the Most High Yah. He's the one that is doing all of these works, and all praises and all glory and all honor to the Most High Yah. Without him, we can do nothing. He made the herb of the field for the service of man. He given us the Ruach so that we can actually cast out devils. I'm telling you right, it's nothing personal. I have nothing personal against them whatsoever at all. But when you go off and you're trying to pass off all this false doctrine, and my people were listening to it, and then a couple of them come back and they want to question the leaders and the elders about what was being said, we don't mind that. We answer that. But after we look at this on careful evaluation and we see what's being taught, we can't, in all good consciousness, have our brothers and sisters listen to such rhetoric. We can't have our brothers and sisters listening to racist Israelites. I mean, we always want to talk about the color of skin and the judging of the color of skin. And I can't tell you how many times I bought and did all types of skits and all types of things where I've showed people that over a period of time, how the hell you gonna be able to tell who's an Hebrew or who's not? And so now we go full circle back around showing that we're nothing but racist. That's all there is to it. And how is it that if we ain't supposed to be mingling with all these other nations and all of this other stuff, then why didn't the Most High say anything to Moses when he married the Ethiopian woman? I mean, Moses was a Hebrew Israelite. He was an Israelite. And the Ethiopian woman is a Hamite. See, it has nothing to do with really, truly. All right, hopefully we back on. Are we? Okay. Has nothing to do with one of another nation. And before I do that, hold on for 1 second. Well, and I did. I actually cut the signal. Didn't mean to cut the signal. Am I back on? But, you know, this systemic racism, there's already enough Israelite brothers and Hebrew brothers out there that already expose racism for what it is. It's already been there. So that's not the subject. What we need to do now is lock down the subjects. I personally believe that he's mixing Eastern mysticism and Eastern occult teachings and doctrines with the Bible. Maybe we can we have a 2-part subject on this. Or maybe we can just talk about one subject. Don't know. We have to get together and find out exactly what it is. But whatever we come up with and we agree upon, then we'll go forward with that. That's it. Just know that Straightway is not going to be supporting that mess. See, what I'm saying is anybody who follows me, y'all know how busy I am. Y'all know that I prove and I show y'all by the work of my living hands, my working hands right here, the work that we're doing for the Most High Yah. And I really truly don't care about what all these other camps or something like that doing, but I'm a watchman and I have to give warning. And when when my attention gets fully onto something and I'm not distracted and I can tell what the hell is going on and I can see that people are teaching contrary to sound doctrine, then I actually have to get on here and expose that. And I have to actually put it out to the leaders, man. Hey, if you follow us and we follow the Messiah, then we can't in all good conscience support this. We just can't do it in no way, shape, fashion, or form. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Like I said, I don't have nothing against the young man. I have nothing against the young man. He has not been teaching or preaching, not even half the time I have. Neither one of them have. I don't care how long you've been preaching and teaching. The truth has been around longer than all of us. And the truth will rain down like a heavy rain. That's what it is. Lord to the King. All right. So anyway, I still see that they still going. Like I said, I'm pretty much done with this. We're going to have a debate, and it's going to be done when we say when we agree. And it damn sure ain't going to be tomorrow because I'm busy. I'm busy. I'm not going to clear my calendar because this is not that important. That's one reason why I say it could be within a year, because it's not that important. It really truly isn't. But we will have it. And if they back out some way, somehow, or something, we'll have the discussion on our own self and our own live platform with our brother. Either way it goes, we're going to put something out there for all the people to hear. And I think we got enough to go on. Glory to the King. So we'll see. We will see. We have to determine exactly what we're going to have the subject matter on. And lock that down, and then we'll go with that. How about that? Hallelujah. So, yes, it's to be announced or to be determined. Anyway, we'll let y'all go. We'll let y'all go. And they still got my image up. They got my image up the whole entire video. I would kindly appreciate if you would take it down and just speak from your own vein. But if not, that's fine too. That's fine too. It's out there in the public. But glory to the King. So I guess I get an opportunity and chance. Oh, here's another person that gets a chance to get on the map by using the platform of PastorDowell and Straightway Truth. Now again, just because hey, we bought herbs from what's that guy name out there in California? Hey, Carl. We order our own herbs naturally, organically, from many places in America. Carl, what's the name of that guy that we actually used to buy herbs from?
Howard?
No, the guy Howard, no, but the one in California, the old guy. That's where the white beard, the bald headed guy. We get our colon cleanse 1 and 2 from Dr. Schultz.
Oh, Dr. Schultz.
All right, Dr. Schultz. Dr. Schultz is he makes very good herbs and a hell of a lot cheaper than what Yaqui sells his for, even at a discount. Dr. Schultz is sell some damn good herbs. And we've been buying from him. The difference with Dr. Schultz is that he don't get on here and preach lotus flowers and Hinduism and try to hide behind it and try to act like that and meditation rooms with all these pagan symbols and stuff. He don't have all that stuff up there. And so that's someone we can recommend. We can recommend Sister Gabby. We can recommend Michael Israel here in the ministry. These are herbalists right here. And they, hey, more power to you. More power to you. But anyway, hey, I hope everybody have a wonderful day. I got to get back to work again because I have to get out here early in the morning and get some work done. So anyway, I wouldn't advise it. Straightway, I'm telling y'all right now, I think y'all have heard enough of this rhetoric and hot air that they putting out. Don't pay too much attention to it. We'll just keep up with us and we'll let you know what's going on. All right. So with that said, we wish y'all well. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Have a wonderful day. The King is coming. Now I got to figure out. I always have to figure out how to cut off this live feed. I think that's it right there. There it is.